Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Wow, this looks incredible, except I can't really see all of you guys because of these bright lights. Welcome to Kansas City, and welcome to the Kauffman Fellows Reunion Summit. I need some applause. I'm incredibly excited to welcome you all back to Kansas City, to the place where the Kauffman Fellows was started. Today, I'd like to talk to you about smart connected capital and how it's going to change the world. But before I do, I'd like to take a little bit of time to tell you about why we're here in Kansas City. This year, it's incredibly inspiring for me to be here because of what the Kauffman Foundation is celebrating this year. They're celebrating two important milestones for the Kauffman Foundation. I'm going to grab my slides. As soon as they click forward. There we go. The first milestone is that this is the 100th anniversary of Mr. Kauffman's birth. This driven entrepreneur and leader who inspires us by his example of what one person can do to change the world has had an immeasurable impact on Kansas City. The second important milestone is the 50-year anniversary of the birth of the foundation, which bears his name. Like Mr. Kauffman, the Kauffman Foundation has had an immeasurable impact on entrepreneurs. Well, today, I welcome the Kauffman Fellows to Kansas City to celebrate a third important milestone. Just over 20 years ago, the Kauffman Fellows was conceived of and launched by visionary leaders within the Kauffman Foundation, like Mike Herman and Tris Costello, who are here today, and many others. Like Mr. Kauffman and the Foundation, Kauffman Fellows continues to have an immeasurable impact on innovation leaders and investors across the globe. But the world has changed a lot in the last 20 years. It has grown, and so have we. When the charter class was formed, I don't think any of them could have imagined that they would go from 13 in the charter class to now 45 in class 21, with 474 fellows across the world. And when we started with just one company, we were US-based only. Now the Kauffman Fellows are in 40 different countries and well represented on 6 different continents. We're still looking for our fellow in Antarctica. And in 1995, the charter class, they got the best of the best. They were extremely talented individuals, but they were just beginning their venture careers. Now, Kauffman Fellows are often coming to the program with many years of investing experience. And in 1995, the Kauffman Foundation thought about this program as a VC training program. Well, today, after 20 plus years in this business, we've learned that success is not based solely on the technical dynamics of this business, but also on the human dynamics. That's why today we are a behavioral fitness program focused on accelerating the learning and the growth of investors and innovation leaders across the globe beyond the rate of their own experience. So as you can see, a lot has changed. The world has evolved, and so are we, and so have we. The world we live in today has many challenging problems that continue to intensify. Things like scarcity in food and water, limited access to healthcare, crowded transportation hubs, mobility constraints, and pollution-based, carbon-based energy sources, just to name a few. This is an important point. At Kauffman Fellows, we believe that talent is evenly distributed across the world, but opportunity is not. I believe that these challenges will be solved by brilliant, passionate, driven entrepreneurs across the world who are supported by the smart connected capital that the Kauffman Fellows provide. So today, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about my vision for Kauffman Fellows. But before I do, I'd like to tell you a little bit more about myself. I am a Kauffman Fellow, graduate of Class 16. Who we had in Class 16 in the room? Got a lot of Class 16 fellows. This is our picture that we took from graduation day. That was a great day. Like many of you, the bonds I've formed with my classmates are something that I cherish to this day. For me, my bonds started to form somewhere between when we were going through the improv sessions and improv exercises, and I was laughing hysterically at all the ridiculous things that we were doing. And then they intensified as my classmates and I sat and listened to one of our classmates, Tomohiro Takai, share his story. Tomo shared a story about the devastating loss that his hometown experienced as a result of the 2011 tsunami that hit Japan. He shared how he made an incredible leap to build cities and people with hope through entrepreneurship, quitting his high-paying job to start an accelerator for disaster relief projects, which became the leading hub of innovation in Japan. We were all moved and inspired to see the stories and actions of Tomo, and I'm sure that every fellow in this room can share a similar story about a classmate of theirs. During this first module, I had the sense that the Kauffman Fellows program was going to be transformational for me. I had the feeling that it would not only accelerate my professional career, but also help me to better build relationships that would enable me to be a husband, a better father, and a better person. The Kauffman Fellows has helped me deepen some of the most meaningful relationships in my life, starting with my beautiful wife and best friend, Krista, and continuing to the relationships that I've developed with my daughters, Maya, Celine, Livia, and Eva. This has also led to the deepest friendships of my life. These friendships, these bonds, that's why I accepted the call to become the CEO of this great organization. I'm inspired by fellows and mentors and faculty who strive for greatness and accomplish the impossible. So, I believe that we are on the brink of something incredible, and something that takes advantage of the convergence of three important trends. The first is that there is an incredible need for innovation around the globe. The second is that we are reaching a critical mass of fellows around the world, with almost 500 fellows, plus another 400 or so mentors and faculty. And the third is that we are growing in our power as a network. As more people become more experienced, more mature, have more growth in their different jobs and their different experiences, we're growing as a power in the network. Now, some of you may be familiar with Metcalfe's Law. Metcalfe's Law is a way to calculate the value of a network. So we start with 2 fellows, and with 2 fellows, you can see that there is 1 connection. But look what happens when we add to that, to 6 fellows, then to 20 fellows. You can see through Metcalfe's Law the exponential increase of the value of the social network as it grows. And it's even more impressive to look at what those fellows have become. The strength of our network grows in numbers, sure, every single year as we enter a new class, but it also grows in power and in strength because of the experience that each of these fellows become as they go through their lives and through their different experiences. Many would agree that just like fine wine, we're only getting better with age. Because I don't drink, I wouldn't know anything about that. Now, today, with 474 fellows, this is what our network looks like. This is what the maximum effect of our network looks like around the globe. Each fellow has the power to connect and to collaborate, to learn and to teach, to help and to solve, either one-on-one or in teams of experts. That's over 111,000 connections. The exponential power for you and for all fellows gets unleashed when we actively engage in this network. Through the network, we bring more valuable ideas across the world. And in 2026, just 10 short years from now, look what we've become. We will be almost 1,000 fellows, according to Metcalfe's Law. That means almost 500,000 connections. And that's just within our Kauffman Fellows network. I get really excited when I think about that and all the ways that Kauffman Fellows can and will power the people solving the world's most important challenges. But to be perfectly honest, today we're not yet maximizing the potential of our network. Relationships with classmates remain strong, but relationships with other classes, and frankly with the organization itself, become weaker over time if not nourished. We often use this phrase, smart connected capital, to describe the Kauffman Fellows. Well, the truth is, I think we have a lot of room to grow on the connected piece. That is where my focus has been. One of our most important roles as investors and leaders in global innovation is to be the connective tissue that entrepreneurs need to be successful. Imagine how powerful it would be if every fellow could quickly and easily search a powerful network for insights and for resources that are needed to help entrepreneurs solve the most important problems around the world. Problems like securing the world's food supply through advances in ag tech, or improving global health and providing equal access to health care supported by IoT technologies, or creating sustainable transportation systems which will halt or reverse climate change, preserving the world for generations to come. That's my vision for Kauffman Fellows, to truly maximize the potential of those 111,000 connections, those possible connections, over 474 fellows. You see, it's not because we're teaching people to become better venture capitalists. That's a really important point. It's about being better connected leaders who leverage each other's strengths and empower the people who are going to solve the greatest challenges that we face. Together, we have the power and the expertise to solve these challenging problems. Now, I've heard from some fellows that they believe that because they're no longer in venture capital, they have nothing to gain from being a part of Kauffman Fellows, and they have nothing to provide. To every fellow that feels this way, I say this: it is this diversity that defines our network. We need you. We need you just the same as we need all the new fellows and fellows that are still investing in venture capital. This mix of wisdom, experiences, connections, information is critical to our network. From the beginning, Kauffman Fellows was preparing you to be a leader, to be a partner, to be a mentor to these founders and to each other. So how can we do this? This has been our challenge. How can we better facilitate this connectivity between our fellows? Through a platform called the Trusted Expert Network, or TENx. Today we're launching TENx, and I'd like a round of applause for this. This is a big deal. Today we're launching TENx, which will allow you to do a couple things. It'll allow you to search the directory of fellows to find co-investors with the same investment focus. It'll allow you to connect with fellows in different cities where you may be traveling to, where you can grab a cup of coffee or get together just to share experiences or get together and learn about what's going on in that ecosystem. It will give you the ability to access an expanded network of LPs. You'll be able to browse the latest research from different data sources that we're going to bring into the platform. You're going to be able to manage local chapters and other interest groups through this platform. There's a Q&A section where you can talk to and use this trusted platform to ask different fellows the questions that you're facing, whether it's fund formation or helping founders, whatever it may be, you can ask them through this trusted network. You can also sign up to be a mentor or a mentee. And by 2017, we expect to launch full deal syndication capabilities. And staying true to the mission of supporting entrepreneurs, this platform was built by a talented group of entrepreneurs led by one of my Kauffman Fellows classmates, Cameron Titleman. Shout out to Cameron for building this. Now again, this is a big deal for us. We understand that it is not software that solves network problems. It's people. It is every single one of you, and it is those that are watching on the live stream today. We need your engagement, and this platform, we believe, will be the tool that allows us to connect more easily. Now, in the words of Steve Jobs, there is one more thing, and that's member services. We want to create more member services to add value to your experience as a fellow, whether you're in the 2-year program or beyond as a graduate. That's why we're creating partnerships with companies like PitchBook and Mattermark to give you exclusive access to content that is not available through any kind of normal relationships. We're setting this up specifically for the fellows. And we've created partnerships with media companies like Entrepreneur and Fortune so that we can help you publish your articles, your blog posts, your videos. And in the future, we're going to have a 100% dedicated all Kauffman Fellows VC video channel, again, in partnership with Fortune. This is exciting stuff. This is an exciting time to be a Kauffman Fellow, both in the program and as a graduate. Now, I need your help. I need you to commit to 2 things right now today. I need you to sign in to the TENx platform. I need you to update your profile. I want you to poke around a bit. If you've lost the email telling you how to do this, don't worry. There is a kiosk just outside that will help you log in and get all the information you need. Also, you're going to be getting an email in your inbox, probably like this very second, giving you exactly what to do and how to leverage the platform. Do that today. Number 2, I need you to pledge to do one activity in the following 12 months. Just one. You can see a whole list of things up here. There's so many possibilities, but I need you to do just one. Help us to create a vibrant platform by signing in. Look for the expertise that you need. Look to create value where before there was none. This is a picture taken in one of my favorite spots in our office. It shows a statue of Mr. Kauffman staring at the logos of our organization. And I believe he's beaming with pride at what the Kauffman Fellows has become. As your CEO, I could not be more excited about the opportunities in front of us. I recognize that I'm standing on the shoulders of giants like Mr. Kauffman himself, and Mike Herman, and Tris Costello, and Jason Green, and Susan Mason, and Phil Wickham, and many other fellows and leaders that have built this organization up to what it is today. I'm extremely grateful for their vision and their impact that they've had on this organization. And now it's my turn. I can't wait. Kauffman Fellows is an organization of global impact leaders. We have already accomplished a lot, but there is so much more that we can do together. I cannot wait to see how we will carry the Kauffman legacy forward over the next 10 years and beyond. So, enjoy your time with your classmates, make new connections, sign on to the TENx platform, and have a great time at the Kauffman Fellows Reunion Summit. Thank you.
Great, yeah.